Welcome my Eskimos, it's your boy Rats from the Ice Cold Show. And what do we have here? Finally have some movement in the heavyweight division. Finally things are happening, people are moving. We have Anthonyjoshua versus Dillian Whyte 2. They fought the first time in amateurs and Dillian took that one. Then they fought the second time in professionals and AJ took that one. And now we have the defining bout to kind of nip this in the bud to see who's better. Have Mr. It's not nice.
What's happening there is, I don't know what's happening, but it's not nice.
Versus the body snatcher, you're talking rubbish. So
talking rubbish. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him. You know, one way to sit around and waste free.
We're gonna see how this one goes down. A few weeks ago, it seemed like this fight wasn't gonna happen. I think Eddie Hearn said on IFL TV it wasn't gonna happen. It seemed that Dillian Whyte was upset about the finances, it wasn't tickling his fancy and rematch clauses, and apparently now all of that sorted. AJ's just said, you know what, yeah, I don't need a rematch clause to beat Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte said, you know what, I'll take the bread. August the 12th is set for, so we're in for a good one. Funnily enough, both fighters actually are on a similar downward spiral. They've both fought Jermaine Franklin and it wasn't good on each side's. Arguably whose was worse, you've got to put that in the comments below to decide whose performance was worse against Jermaine Franklin. AJ, he had a better career so far. He's seen titles, he's defended titles, he's gained it back, he's fought a better stature of opponent slightly than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte still stayed at that world Europeanish level but hasn't, you know, penetrated the higher waters. He fought Tyson Fury and that wasn't a great performance by any means. Even he would be disappointed in himself. And AJ is on the back end of all them defeats to Alexander Usyk. Even though the second fight he fought very well, that's probably one of the best performances I've seen from both the fighters in a while. So we got to give AJ a little bit of credit in that. AJ is still the A side, fortunately for him. It's not a high A side, to be fair, if he has to fight Dillian Whyte, but nevertheless he's still the A side. And yeah, for me, Dillian Whyte, he's got to actually perform. He's done enough talking, he's done enough being the bridesmaid and complaining about being the bridesmaid. He's got to do some talking, he's got to, you know, he's got to get some stamps and hurt AJ, because this is the worst AJ we've seen in a while. So if he stands a chance of beating AJ, it would be now. And for Anthonyjoshua, he needs a performance, he needs an actual good performance to say, you know what, I've still got it and I can still be at that level going into December, hopefully fighting Deontay Wilder. So both fighters actually need this, and it's funny, they've come full circle from going to higher heights to now at a downward level and still having to compete. So it's bad on both behalves. For me, I can't lie, Dillian stands no chance. Some people in my comments will be laughing because they know I don't give Dillian Whyte a chance in hell. If Anthonyjoshua turns up, I think it is night for Dillian and sailing to the sunset. Probably do some fights with Derek Chisora, but yeah, I don't see how in this fight Dillian Whyte can beat Anthonyjoshua. I can't see it. He's just the inferior boxer in terms of his jab, his power, his speed, his footwork, his boxing IQ. As much as AJ doesn't have the best of that at all, he still trumps Dillian Whyte in every regard. I'm not gonna lie to you, I gotta be transparent to you guys. I can't see how Dillian Whyte wins this fight. It's gotta be a miracle. If he can, then I guess it's gonna come from the left hook. If we're gonna look into how Deontay Wilder, into how Dillian Whyte can win this fight, it has to be via the left hook. Yeah, that's it. He's got one hope in hell. Anthonyjoshua does have a little bit of a chinny chin since he's been done by Andy Ruiz. It doesn't seem like he wants to engage in any fights with any fighters. It seems like he just wants to outbox and run off the ropes on the outside. So that is the only way Dillian Whyte can actually cause AJ any damage. I think maybe he should try and get into the body as well. Maybe try and hit AJ in the body. He doesn't do that anymore. As much as before, he used to really get in there, really get gritty in them uppercuts and stuff. And he used to get into the body, but he doesn't do that anymore. The body snatch is not catching anybody. Speaking of uppercuts too, yeah, Whyte is sustainable to that uppercut. He can get hurt, he can get cracked. So he's also got to keep up that defense that he's been working on with his trainer from receiving uppercuts. Yeah, it's not a good one, but something's better than nothing in the heavyweight division. So we're all gonna watch and we're all gonna be excited. Nevertheless, hopefully Dillian Whyte can bring some spark and some anger out of AJ, and hopefully vice versa, AJ can bring something out of Whyte, and we can have a good fight in the O2 Arena. It's your boy Rax from the Ice Cold Show. Come and get froze, and please let me know who you think is gonna win this fight. I'm out.